Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. In this video I'll be telling you the most important questions of civics and I'll gradually make videos on other chapters too. So I'll start with civics most important questions. I'm making this video from the book itself so that it becomes very easy for you to revise. So federal features of Indian Constitution, that this can be asked, and if it is a 3 marker you'll have to write the headings dual government and then state it. Okay, you know that dual government is union government and state government, so you'll have to write that. Then we have division of powers. You will write how the powers are divided, legislative, administrative, financial powers. Okay, then supremacy of the constitution, and then Supreme Court, which is the final interpreter and guardian of the constitution. Then we have Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. See, Lok Sabha can never be Rajya Sabha can never be dissolved. Okay, in the case of Lok Sabha, the term of the house is 5 years. And see, Lok Sabha can be written as the House of the People, and Rajya Sabha can be named as Council of States. And if I talk about the maximum strength of the Lok Sabha, then it is 550 members. Okay, 550 members, in which 530 represents the states and 20 represent the union territories. Then we have universal adult franchise. This is also important. 18 years of age. The person should be 18 years of age to vote. Then question on qualification of members. What is quorum? It is the minimum number of members required to be present before a meeting is allowed to begin. For example, if there are 550 total members, then 55 members, at least 55 members should be present in the beginning of the sitting of the day. How is the speaker elected? By the simple majority of Lok Sabha. A very important thing is what are the functions of the speaker? Make sure to study disciplinary functions, administrative functions, and anti-defection law is also very important. Then we have Rajya Sabha. It is a permanent body, okay, and there are 250 members. And here the nominated members are 12 in number, and they are nominated by the president. They should have special knowledge, okay. It may be from literature, science, art. See, this question is asked most of the times. Why Rajya Sabha is a permanent body? Since 1/3 of its members retire at the end of every second year, so the members of Rajya Sabha have a 6-year term. But you can see 2/3 of them retire after end of every second year. Okay. And who is the ex officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha? The vice president. Now, powers and functions of the Union Parliament. Please read each and everything from here. I can't ask you to leave any topic. Legislative power is important. A money bill can only be introduced in the Lok Sabha. Okay, it cannot be introduced in Rajya Sabha. Then definition of supplementary grants. What is question R? What is adjournment motion? A question can be asked, why Lok Sabha is considered more powerful than the Rajya Sabha? So the reasons are here. A money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha, and money bill after it has been passed by the Lok Sabha is transmitted to the Rajya Sabha for its recommendations. Even in this case, अगर राज्य सभा मना कर देता है किसी मनी बिल के लिए, doesn't approve it, still Lok Sabha has the power. Now there are 3 sessions in Parliament. So they are budget session, monsoon session and winter session. Question R, 0R, and adjournment motion, no confidence motion. Please look at the definitions. They may ask you in fill in the blanks or one word. Difference between a bill and an act. A bill is the draft of a legislative proposal which, when passed by both houses of Parliament and assented to by the president, becomes an act. Now we move on to the union executive. See, for all these chapters you have to study the qualifications, the term And also the impeachment process, the procedure by which the president can be removed from the office for the violation of the constitution. Okay, that is impeachment. So you will have to study that. Then who is the person taking oath? Okay, the president takes oath in the presence of chief justice. The question will be asked in whose presence the president takes the oath. So it's chief justice of India. Now the powers and position of president of India: executive powers, then we have legislative powers. All these powers must be read, and you can study or learn any three powers. Then powers of vice president of India. For union executive also, how is the prime minister of India appointed? Then the relations between president, prime minister, the cabinet, and prime minister as leader of the nation. Then a very important question is categories of minister. You have to state cabinet minister, minister of state, deputy minister. They may ask you difference between them. Then collective responsibility and individual responsibility. The procedure of appointment of judges. Okay, and here composition, like the CJI is required to consult the four senior most judges of the Supreme Court. Qualifications for appointment of judge: he must have been for at least 5 years a judge of a high court or two or more such courts, an advocate of a high court or two or more such court, right? Must be, in the opinion of the president, a distinguished jurist. The term of office and removal, like once appointed, a judge retires on attaining age of 65 years. A judge may be removed from his office by the president on the ground of proved misbehavior and incapacity. The salaries and then we have oath of office. Definitions of all types of jurisdiction, like advisory, original, and appellate. Then we have writs like habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari. Just read all of them. Same is the case for judges of high court, like you have to write the qualifications. Okay, then salary allowances and so on. You can also go through PYQs. They will help you out to know better what questions can be asked. When I was in 10th, I did last 10 years, and I went up to 2005, 2006 question papers also. The reason being, a lot of previous year questions are repeated. And when I went for my examination, I could see a lot of questions from 2003, 2004, 2005, and none of them were like not out of syllabus or out of my knowledge, because I did everything from previous year also. Then you have to study criminal court, Lok Adalat, People's Court. Study this bold paragraph. Very, very important. Importance and advantages of Lok Adalats. How it is helpful. See, it plays an important role in settlement of family feuds, disputes between the neighbors, in minor cases of assault and injury. And yes, picture study is also important. Please look at the diagrams. I'll be making video on history part also. And if you want me to teach you any chapter, I'm ready to make a video on that. But it should have majority. Then only I will make a video. If you have any problem in any chapter, you're not able to learn, you're not able to understand, then you can comment. Thank you and all the best for your examination.